questions at the end. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up our first speaker. This gentleman has a background in music and also in engineering. And he's been running this business, hugely successful, and really looking to help his mom. I really admire, his grit and his tenacity. And without further ado, I'd like to bring up Josh.
Thank you, Allison, for that introduction. How's everybody doing tonight?
Great.
Awesome. So my name is McNeesha Joshua Raphael. I went to Temple University. I graduated with a degree in construction management technology. I'm currently working right now as an assistant project manager. Something that I fully take full pride in, because you work super hard for something and finally get it. I just thank God for it every day. So something I just want to touch on just a little bit. While I was in my undergrad, it's something that I noticed early on. I knew that in order to be an engineer or any endeavor that you want to be in life, you have to spend if you want to make a lot of money in that field, you got to spend a lot of your time doing it. I noticed that within my own household, that I seen my parents, my mother, she did it, and my whole community of church, they did the exact same thing. It's called the 45-year plan. And just a little bit about the 45-year plan is that she just spent 45 years working for somebody else. And what I noticed is that she was never at any practices, any recitals, any of the things that involved me or my sister, which we always wanted her there. Not to say that she didn't love us, because she loved us, because she put food on the table and she always put clothes on us, made us look extremely nice. But seeing that for myself, how she was never there for anything, it bothered me a lot. And I just saw for myself that someday I'm going to have a future family, and I'm also going to have her too. And I don't want to come to a point where I'm stuck with a job that's telling me, hey man, you're going to have to spend time with your family, you're going to have to come into work, or even if I get sick. So I just wanted to have more control. I demanded that control for myself. I was like, listen, I have to do something besides working the traditional 45-year plan. So I'm definitely grateful for the person that brought me out, to see the business, and I was just seeing it, and it was exposed to me the same way that's exposed to you guys, like with people that are sitting, on the chairs right now. But he just brought me out, came to see this business, and it, piqued my interest to see more about what it is. So I would definitely say, definitely appreciate the person that brought you out here, because, they probably saw something within you. You probably don't know what it is, but they probably saw something within you, and they were like, listen, man, just come and see the value of what this is. And give yourselves a round of applause just for honoring that invitation and seeing what this business is. So I get to go into the kind of the gloom and gloom part of this business, but does this work? Let's see. Upside down. All right, cool. All right, so the traditional 45-year plan. So this right here is a statistic. It's just, something that, was done by the Social Security Administration, saying that, how people get paid. People who work this traditional 45-year plan, how they get paid. And the structure basically says that 1% of people are wealthy. They're making $300,000 on a yearly residual basis. These are like your people like Trump, Oprah, Gates. People are making a significant amount of income. What's even funny about that same category is 3/4 of those people inherited their riches, like Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, the whole 9 yards. And 4% of people are financially fit, meaning that they're making an excess of $100,000 to $300,000 on a yearly residual basis also. And when I saw this, I was like, man, engineers definitely fall in that category. Lawyers, doctors, they definitely fall in that category. But then I thought about it. It was a term that really stuck out, was the term residual. I didn't know what that was, but came to find out what it was. And residual income basically is something that pays you independent of your own time. That's completely different from the 45-year plan, right? The 45-year plan basically means that you go into a job, they pay you for the hours, you come back home with the money. But this is independent of that. You don't have to go on time or anything. You just build something up one time, strong, and then it just pays you ongoing. 5% of these people, it's really scary because 5% of people are still working. It's not like they didn't go to school. They probably went to school, but think about it. Life happens. Life is scary, right? They probably got sick or someone got hurt, a significant other got hurt, somewhere where 2 people were paying for the house, the income, only one person's probably paying for it now, and now they probably have to continue to keep working to make ends meet. 28% of people don't even make it past the age of retirement. It's old charts for retirement. Of age of 65 to 67 years old, they don't even make it to that age. 62% of people will just simply struggle. So basically what the traditional 45-year plan is that 95% of people are working 45 years just to make the top 5% of people more financially stable. So these are our jobs, guys. So what I want to get into is, that was a 45-year plan, but we have something called a 2 to 3 year plan. And what it is, what's a part of it is something called, it's like a franchise. It's a franchise. So as a franchise, we're standardized, meaning that we have a system. It doesn't matter how old you are, just follow the system. You follow the system, you have the ability to make an income. Just follow it, right? Personal marketing tools, standardized trainings. So we teach you how to make a significant income going on residual income for yourself. In addition to that, we're unlike a franchise, meaning that, there's all the negativities that come with the franchise, we don't have it. Like, royalties, fees, territorial restrictions, little risk involved in this business, and most importantly, what stuck on to me is the potential for tax advantages. So as a business owner, everything's a tax write-off. So one of our partners actually, she's making a significant income in this business. She actually started this business because of that potential tax advantage. So again, our business is not complicated. All you're doing is changing your shopping habits. It's not saying that, just instead of buying things that you usually buy, just buy them from yourself now, which we'll explain further. In addition to that, to start this business is only a one-time payment, anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Have 18 to 15 hours a week per running this business. In addition to that, attend 19 to 22 trainings per year. Go to these trainings, learn how this business is run, how you can create residual income for yourself. But with that knowledge, it's not blank knowledge that you can't do anything with it. There's money that's associated to it because you get the knowledge, you know how to do it for yourself. You can make an access of $2,100 to $3,600 on a weekly basis. And anybody can make that on a weekly basis, to be honest with you. But the important word to remember here is the fact that it's done on a residual income basis. So that's income that's independent of your time. Please don't forget that. So, if I had to ask you guys a question, right? You guys are smart. You understand it. We talked about the 45, and we talked about the 2 to 3 year plan. A little bit of the 2 to 3 year plan. If you had a chance to make a mistake in one of these plans, which one would you rather make a mistake? Great. It's obvious. In addition to that, if you had a decision to make the 45-year plan, which if you make a mistake in it, it's over and done with, or 2 to 3 year plan, which one would you choose again? 2 to 3. So no matter what it is, you guys are smart, you're knowledgeable, you guys are young, you get it. So 2 to 3 year plan is always the best plan. So yeah, that's my segment for the day. Yeah. So something I definitely want to touch on is one of our events. This is pretty awesome. So we have one of our mentors coming out here. His name is Big Al. And he's coming to teach us, basically how to work the system for ourselves. He's been running this business for 20 plus years, ladies and gentlemen. He's been running it for way longer than I have. I'm 20. Okay, yeah, no, just a little bit over. So, seeing this business for himself, he himself was a correctional officer. He worked in the jail, whatever that was. But then he saw this business, was really skeptical about this business, but he saw this opportunity. He saw it as an opportunity. Came out, this is seeing that you guys are here right now, seeing this business. Now he's making anywhere between $25,000 and $36,000 on a 4-week pay cycle. 4-week pay cycle. So that's more than anybody that I know makes in a year, as an engineer or whatever endeavor you feel like you're joining into. So I would definitely recommend coming out to this event. It's this Saturday, the Valley Forge Center. Yes, Radisson. Sorry, Valley Forge, Radisson. But what I really, really want to touch on, you guys are in for a treat with this one. If that one was good, you're going to love this one. This one is actually one of our big events, the Mid-Regional Convention. That's going to be May 4th to May 5th. And this one is really where it's at. I remember the first time that I went out to an event. I didn't really know what it was. Again, still skeptical, just like, dude, this business is one of those things. And then I went out to this event, and actually seeing the event for what it really was, I learned so much. Anything that my whole 4 years in college does not amount to the 2 days that I learned in just one event. But what's really, really important is that this is the cool part. Our leaders, the owners of this business is going to actually be at this event. Lauren Reidinger, JR himself is going to be there teaching us how to create residual income for ourselves. Listen, it's $75. I don't feel as though I need to push you guys to come up. If you're the right person, you see what this is, you see the value in it, you'll make your way out there. So, both these things for $100, I definitely recommend it. And that's it for me. Thank you so much. So listen, all right, so I know I talked about the 8 to 15 hours a week of running this business. This person, I'm telling you, she doesn't have time whatsoever. She owns 4 Tony Roney's businesses, pizzas. Very, very busy. Like, she has no time whatsoever. And she's running this business for her family. She's working to create residual income for herself. And, she's just focused, dedicated, and fully passionate about it. She's like one of the hardest working females besides my mom that I know. So, listen, I want to definitely, without further ado, give a round of applause for Allison Adams.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I don't get that at work. So my name is Allison Abbott, and I have been running this business for about 10 months now. And I was born and raised in Philadelphia, just working class family, started collecting jobs, in high school, and found myself in a pizzeria. I really just started as a waitress, worked my way up, fell in love with the business, learned everything you needed to learn to run a company of pizzerias, and about 5 years ago I achieved my dream of owning my own. So I have 2 partners, and we own 4 pizzerias in the Philadelphia area. It's great, I love it, it's blessed me financially. I've been able to, help my family out a lot, but it's extremely time consuming. I work probably 80 hours a week, I can't even keep track, but it just really is like owning your own business. So many people think, it's going to be this great thing, you're your own boss, you have all this time freedom, it's great, you can make your own schedule, but it's like a real shackle. You are always on call, you never really have time off, even when you are off, there's always some kind of form of responsibility. So I'm really so grateful to John Williams. I don't think he's here yet, but I'm so grateful to him for introducing me to this business. Please just give him a round of applause. I did not know enough about residual income, and once you find out about it, it's going to get in your brain, and you'll never be able to forget it. So I'm just so looking forward to working with the team, going in new places. So without further ado, I'm going to talk with you a little bit about what our business is and the ins and outs of what we really do. As soon as I can go forward with the clicker. Okay, what is our business? So our business is a hybrid model: internet marketing, franchising, and a product brokerage firm. And we're going to break down each of these. This is our global headquarters here, located in Greensboro, North Carolina. We have other headquarters located in other countries that we serve. A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau, and we won the Torch Award twice in 2013 and 2018. That was really important for me. I already run a successful business, so I wanted to align myself with a company that has a proven track record of success. We've actually never had a down quarter for more than 26 years, which is really, really impressive. If you've ever looked at financials of a company, you'll know that there's up quarters, there's down quarters, there's never a down quarter. It's hugely impressive. So the product brokerage piece of what we do, what does that really mean? It means we work with hundreds of exclusive products and services. We're not really tied down to manufacturing any of these, so it enables us to be able to move in and out of industries and always be serving our customers popular products, things that are in demand on the market. Our number 1 line is our health and nutrition line. So featuring our isotonics line, which how many people in the room here have tried isotonics? We drink it every day. So isotonics is a pressurized powder. It's a better delivery system for your vitamins and supplements, giving you like a 90 to 95% absorption rate, as opposed to pills, which are really difficult for your body to break down, gives you about a 10 to 30% absorption rate. So our OPC3, the purple bottle right there, high-powered antioxidant, that's one of our number 1 selling products. Really helping people with joint pain and inflammation in the body, but also helping people, and a lot of our partners here in the room, with allergies. So being able to come off of things like Zyrtec, Clonase, Claritin, those expensive over-the-counter products that really have a lot of negative side effects. Our heart health line, helping people with cholesterol. Our Ultimate Aloe, which is really great for sore throats, any kind of tonsillitis, but also your digestive digestive system and helping to improve the quality of your skin, which is something I learned just through this business, that really the way your skin looks and the way that your skin is overall is really a product of what's happening in your digestive system. And that's a little bit about health and nutrition. Our weight management line, so every year, New Year's resolutions, people always want to lose weight, right? It's one of the #1 things that people spend money on. People spend money on gym membership, personal training, all sorts of things. This is a hugely popular line for us, but not just looking to have people just lose weight and then gain it back later on. Our TLS line, which stands for Transitions Lifestyle, really is looking to help people learn how to live a healthier lifestyle. So not just this is a slide just representing some of the people who have earned over $1 million in commissions in our company. And the thing I think that is most attractive to me about this business is really blind. It doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter if you have a traditional business background, it doesn't matter if you studied medicine or finance or pizza like me. You can really make a significant ongoing income in this business because there's a proven system to follow. And working with a great team like ours, we identify what are your goals, and we do it work for you and help you to achieve those goals. Right? So that's a little piece of my presentation. Just want to touch a little bit on these 2 events that we have coming up, right? If you're evaluating any business, you need to really take a look at, how the business works, get educated, especially with something that has the potential like our business has. Right? To create an ongoing 6-figure residual asset for yourself, you're going to want to get educated. The fact that you can get 2 tickets, these next 2 events for $100 is really a joke. I've spent so much more money to study pizza from people who are way less successful than Big Al and Right Debbie Lunch. And it's just like an investment in yourself is always something that's going to be worthwhile. Because nobody can ever take that education away from you. So if you're serious about running this business, definitely come to Big Al. It's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday. He's high energy. You have a lot of fun with him, and join our team. Ocean City, Maryland, May 4th and 5th. Come with us, really see things on a bigger scale, and get your business started tonight. This next lady I have the pleasure of bringing up has a medical background. She served in the Marine Corps for 7 years. And I remember the first time I met her, I was like, okay, she's kind of quiet, but she's super nice. She really has just quietly been really successful in this business, has a huge customer base, has had tremendous, testimonials with the products. She's like a beautiful person to work with. She's running this business while working full-time, while going to school, and she's still crushing it. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up Brianna.
All right, thank you, Allison, for that lovely introduction. So first I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Could have been home with your kids, at the gym, watching Netflix, playing some Fortnite, whatever the kids do these days, okay? But you decided to come out here and spend some time with us and evaluate the business. So my name is Brianna. For those of you that do not know me, I am 27 years old. I am from the Bucks County area. I do have a Marine Corps background. I joined at 17 years old. I also work about 6 years in the medical field at a pediatric office. I am also going to school for my BSN. And the reason why I started this business was really to help my dad. He was a single father to my sister and myself for a majority of our lives, so I really liked the opportunity to take care of him. He's busted his butt for all the years that he's taken care of us, sent us to Catholic school, everything. So I really want to take care of him and get some time freedom back and take care of these school loan debts that I'm still piling up. For that, I would like to thank Carly for introducing me to the business. So what I have the opportunity to show you guys tonight is the 5 steps of how to run your unfranchised business. Alright, so the first step is to apply with $129.95 with an annual renewal fee of $99.95. How many people in here have applied for college? How many of you got anything for the money you spent for your application? So the good thing about this business is you actually get some things back for your application fee. First thing would be your website, and the first website you get is theshop.com. This is what it looks like. Beautiful. It updates every so often depending on what season we're in or what's going on holiday. The next website you get is your unfranchise.com. This is what it looks like. It's like your back office takes care of, it's like your secretary takes care of all your paperwork and everything, so you don't have a headache of keeping track of all your invoices and everything. The next thing you get is tools, services, and support. So tools is your first box that you get. It's not like a ton of products that you have to keep in your garage. It's a couple of our top 10 products that you can either retail or learn about, use so you can share with other people. You also get information on how to run your own franchise business. Services, we have a partnership with UPS, which is one of the bigger, people that deliver everything.
Smooth way, but be able to maintain a healthy weight, learn how to eat right, learn how to exercise, which is a great thing with running this business. We're not only getting wealthy, but we're also getting healthy. Our Prime Anti-Aging line, so this is a great line for people of all ages. I'm 38, and I use almost all these products. They're fabulous, and it's really just great to be able to just sort of like slow down the process of aging or age a little bit more gracefully, whether you have kind of joint pain or problems with your vision, or if you work out a lot. Our HGH Enhancer is a really great product. So, and Bruno has a great testimonial for that. Just, if you think to yourself, well, I'm young, I don't need, to really worry about anti-aging, but, anti-aging is for everybody. On the other end of the spectrum, our baby and children's care lines are a really great all-natural product for babies and children, really just helping with, families who are looking to find organic, all-natural products that are really hard to find on the market. A lot of times there's things on the shelves that you might think are safe for your children, but you have to really watch what you put, not only on your children's skin, but like the kind of vitamins and supplements they're ingesting. The DNA Miracle line, we have so many great testimonials in the room, especially the soothing oil that really helps with eczema, with rough skin, with also burns and all sorts of kind of rashes. On our skincare line, right, your skin is your biggest organ that you have, so you really want to learn how to take care of it. This is something that I'm really, feel passionate about running this business, learning a lot more about skincare. We have over 7 different skincare lines, anything from our Intelligence, which is more like a beginning skincare line, all the way up to our, advanced cellular laboratories line for more aged skin, just really looking to match what type of skin type someone has with a product that can help them achieve whatever results they want, whether it's wrinkles, blemishes, or sunspots, or aging. Lotus Cosmetics. So, how many people in this room use Lotus Cosmetics? Right? Ladies, lots of ladies. How many people in this room get paid on Lotus Cosmetics? Everybody, including the men. So, it's great to be in so many industries because we're getting paid in these industries, right? For someone like Bruno here in the front row, right? Bruno's not wearing Lotus Cosmetics, but he doesn't care because he's getting paid for all Lotus Cosmetics, right? The great thing about this line that I love, really high-end, high-quality products, but at a very affordable price. So the same manufacturers as MAC and Bobbi Brown, but for a much less cost, right? It's like the price of a Honda, but you're getting a Ferrari for the guys. Personal care products. So everybody in the room is taking showers, right? You're washing your hair maybe once a week. You're taking care of yourself. Why not get paid for things that you're already doing? So we have a great line, so many different shampoos and conditioners. Sean Wernick just taught me something today. I did not know about some of our shampoo and conditioners. So really great to say, hey, look, you're already spending money on it. Why not redirect some of that money and put it back in your pocket? Our home and garden line, we have great cleaning products. They're called snaps and safe for nature, animal, and people. And we have great pet products, great auto products. I don't know all the details about these products, but I love the cleaning products. They're really great quality at a very low cost. If you look to compare them with what's on the market, you look at something like all-purpose cleaner versus a Windex. I mean, it's like a third of the cost, which I love. So the internet marketing piece to our company. We have a website, which everybody in this room has already seen, shop.com, featuring billions of products, over 4,000 plus retailers. So this really enables us to have a great online presence being able to ship stuff anywhere to our customers and being able to offer our customers cash back. So why us? We want you to save and earn money at the same time, right? We want to create a better way to shop, and you're going to get paid for all your purchases. ShopBuddy is a really great piece of technology. This is another thing I love about the company. So we don't spend any kind of money on advertising. Everything's just word of mouth. But with ShopBuddy, this is a great thing. The company takes the money that they would normally spend on advertising, puts it into technology, creates something like this ShopBuddy, internet browser extension, download it to your computer, and it makes sure you never miss a deal. So really, we'll make sure that even if you don't go through shop.com, you're still getting paid as a business partner, you're still getting cash back as a customer, and it puts all available promo codes right in your cart for you, which I love. For people who love shopping and returning, you will appreciate ShopBuddy. Our worldwide company sales, so again, like I mentioned in the beginning, 26 years and we've never had a down year on growth, which is hugely impressive. Even more impressive, we have over $8.5 billion in sales, and over half of that have gone back to pay unfranchised owners like the people in this room, which is great.
You're not packaging up all of your orders for your customers at night, in your basement. It's all done for you. And support, you get support from this beautiful team here, and also from the millionaires. Everybody's here for support. The third step is the GMTSS, or the Global Meeting Training Seminar System, which is your training. So if you were to learn how to play tennis from somebody like me compared to, Serena Williams, there we go, thank you. I had her name in my head all day. You would probably pick Serena Williams, right? Yeah. I mean, I did play tennis, but not as good as her. The fourth step you get is tax benefits, or 1099. A lot of people join this business just for the tax benefits alone. And the fifth thing you get is retail profit from anywhere from 30% to 100%. So it's the concept of buying low and selling high. So obviously if you go to a Starbucks, they're not making whatever drink you're getting for $5, they're making it maybe for 50 cents, and everything in between is what you would keep in your pocket. And the sixth thing you get is the Management Performance Compensation Plan, which is what actually gets you to earn that commission check anywhere from $2,100 to $3,600 a week. That's all the 6 things you get with the first step of just applying. So the second step is to create BV and IBV. Just like any normal business, you do have to create something. And once you create BV, you're going to personally use it. It's going to lead to retail, because obviously everybody's going to talk about something. Talking about weight loss, that's getting people interested. That's the best way to get into some customers. And then the third step is to qualify with 200 BV, which is roughly around $275. And this is a one-time only fee. The fourth step is to activate with 2 good business partners. You don't really want the person that can't wait to get home, get in their pajamas, and lay on the couch for the rest of the night. You want someone that's actually going to be out there hustling with you. And the fifth step is to learn, teach, manage, and support. So once you get into this step, you're not really managing like another manager or boss, because I'm sure we all have enough bosses out there. We don't really need another one. This is just so you're teaching them everything that you've learned in order for them to be successful. So that is the 5 steps for learning how to run your unfranchised business. So this will bring me into the next thing. You've already heard a couple people talk about it tonight. The GMTSS is absolutely important if you are evaluating this business to check out these events. Like Allison said, for 2 tickets for $100 is an absolute joke. I'm sure there's people that sit outside and wait for the newest sneaker to drop or whatever, and you're spending way more than $100. Seriously, Big Al for half a day on Saturday. He's such a genuine guy. You really just got to come out and check him out. He's such a good guy. And then for Ocean City, Maryland, I don't even know how many millionaires are going there. But as soon as they told me the CEO and his wife were going for the business, I was sold. I don't know why anybody wouldn't spend $75 on this ticket. The last thing to touch on is a 2 to 3 year plan, so it's not going to take you 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months like we all would like it to. It is 2 to 3 years, okay? And that is my segment for today. Individual I have the absolute pleasure of bringing up. He started this business at a very young age with the intent to take care of his sister and have more time freedom. He is the absolute definition of a true leader on this team. He is there to help anybody and everybody. I believe there's a meme out there for him about love or something, so if we could all get on our feet, get ready to take some notes for Brett PORTELLI.
Thanks, guys. How's everyone doing? Great. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right, good. I can bring it up a couple more notches. How's everyone doing? Let's try to do that. Great. Cool. Yeah, welcome to the CLARION on this beautiful Tuesday, right? Beautiful 46 degrees or whatever the heck it is. But you're here to learn about a business and how you can get paid. Seriously though, let's give another round of applause to all the speakers. Bree, first time speaking, that's not easy by any means. The first time I spoke, there was probably about 10 people in the room, and I hid behind the board because I was sweating so much, right? I got so nervous, and still get nervous, but we'll deal with it tonight. For those who don't know who I am, I'm Brett PORTELLI. I'm 27 years old. I started the business at 19 years old. When I saw $187,000 for the year, I'm not going to lie, I got pretty excited. I don't know if anybody else did. But then I started to realize that, it's not about the money, but how you make your money, and more importantly, the time freedom that comes along with it, which I'll show you tonight. I was in the co-op program at St. Joe's. People say, why'd you go to St. Joe's? I said, the only reason why I went there is because they had the program that pretty much said, if you go here, you can probably get a job upon graduation. Did that, worked for Pico. I worked 70 hours a week as a 21, 22, 23, 24-year-old kid, made good money, but the problem was I had no time. So that's when I actually took the business seriously at 22 years old. It took me about 3 years to match my income. In the 4th year, I left the job. It's been 2 years since and haven't looked back. Right, but it's not about me tonight. It's more importantly, I'll talk about Drayton and everything he's done for me, and more importantly, what we can do for you. So can I show you guys the 5 steps on how to make money? Is that cool? Yeah. Right? I have a financial background, so I get excited over this because it's pretty simple. Once you master it, it's a lot of fun. The first step, though, you have to apply. It's applying for $129.95. Thank you, Thomas, for an awesome marker. Right. So with that being said, right, you get a shop.com/. I don't know about you, but I'm not a computer engineer, IT guy, or an investor. So when I heard shop.com could be mine for $130, I got pretty excited over that. Especially when I found out that Google and Microsoft are the 2 powerhouse companies that are running all the back end stuff for us. So it's pretty good to have that in your pocket. In addition to having 3,000 exclusive branded products. So people say, well, I don't know if I like the products. I mean, you can find 1 out of 3,000, okay? So there's so many varieties that you can find. And then there's 4,000 plus partner stores, things like Victoria's Secret, Home Depot, Walmart, Best Buy stores that are probably getting built in your neighborhood tomorrow, right? Or if not, yesterday. So the problem is, though, what keeps us different is not the problem, but more importantly, the cash back, 2 to 50%, that's going to every single person that goes through our site. For $130. Just think about it. How many kids went to college and said they were going to create an app and never did? Right? Not to make fun because, at least they took some initiative. But the reality of it is, for $130, you're getting partnerships with Fortune 500 companies that are not only paying you, but now paying all of your clientele. Don't take it for granted because literally you're getting, $1 million business for the price of pennies. And with that being said, our second step is to create volume, business volume, and incentive business volume. Business volume goes to all of our exclusive branded products. Pretty simple. And then our incentive business volume goes with all of our partner stores. Very simply, what we say is, look, if you personally use product, do it through yourself. It makes sense. Allison's not going to Domino's. I don't think so, right? No. Okay. Right. So double check. So the point is, you're going to use your own product yourself. What we're really saying is, everyone in here spends money. I love when someone says, "Well, I can't run this business." I'm like, "You're a consumer. Your money's going to Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble and all these stores anyway. Funnel it through yourself." The average person spends $18,000 a year. No, I don't. Yes, you do. You spend it on gas, electric, bills, food, clothing, items that you do every single day you don't even think about. $10 Wawa runs, right? Those things add up all the time. Take that money, funnel it through yourself. Whatever you can spend through yourself in exclusive branded products, do it. Why? One, because it makes sense because you're going to get 80% return on your dollar on average. And two, at the same time, you're a product of your own product. Whatever you can't get through exclusive brands, go through IBV. There you go. Then you get 15 to 20% return on your dollar. It just makes sense. So now, as your own customer, you're going to save anywhere from $3,000 to upwards of $5,000 if you know what you're doing. A year. That's not bad. Who here would like an extra $3,000 to $5,000 just for shopping? I don't know. Most people's bonuses, right? Like, that's what you want. So you get BV and IBV. When we say personal use, then you share those testimonials. You share, and it leads to retail. And then you develop a customer base. Share this all the time. I was 19 years old. How much credibility do you think you have as a 19-year-old? Let's be real. Not, all of it. Everyone listened to me. Everyone said, "You know what? You're really credible. You have a lot of success." No, not at all. So the only person that would somewhat listen to me was my mother. So I said, "Mom, try OPC3." She's like, "What is it?" I was like, "I don't know. It's purple stuff. Try it." She's like, "Why do I need to try it?" She had varicose veins. I didn't really know what that meant back then, but I gave her some, and she was like, I couldn't walk when it rained. She tried the product. 80% of the inflammation went away within 5 weeks of trying OPC3, which is pretty cool, right? So for her, that's a big deal. What's also really cool is that being Italian, we like to talk, sometimes more with our hands than our mouth. But the problem is, right, what ends up happening is, you know how many customers I've gotten because of that testimonial, because of my mother? Several. And you know where they have to go? To me. They can't go to Walmart, they can't go to GNC, they can't go to Vitamin Shop. So now, because of a testimonial, we develop clientele, and then on the back end, business volume and incentive business volume is created, and then we get 30 to 100% in retail profit. Retail profit is awesome because you can get, people say it takes a long time to get paid here. No, you can get paid the first day you start when you sell a product. $20, $30, $40, $50 at a pop in 10 minutes of work. I don't know about you, but I didn't get paid, $50 every 10 minutes at Pico. But here you can for helping somebody, which is really cool because all you have to do is develop a clientele of 10 to 15 customers on a monthly basis. Who here can do that if your life depended on it? 10 to 15 clients a month. Oh, by the way, you don't have to do this within your first month. You can do it after your first year. We have a 50% to 60% retention. So if you get 2 every month for your first year, you hit this in 12 months. Are you kidding me? We're talking about 6 figures here, guys. For 10 customers a month. And you're not selling a Rolex or like a Ferrari. You're selling like protein and some vitamins and some shampoo. Like, are you serious? Like, how is that possible, though? Because people reorder, right? We're developing a customer base based off relationship. It's very, very important. People have relationships all over the place in terms of, you probably have a barber, you probably go to a salon, you probably go to some, masseuse or whatever that you really like because you have a good experience. Have we have that, or a personal trainer, right? Something like that. Why do we go to that person? Because we trust them, we have good experience with them, maybe we like their service. But is it fair to say we can find that same service for cheaper somewhere else if we really try hard? Probably. We go to them, though, because of the relationship. So here with our clients, it's the same thing. I'm saying client on purpose because a customer is a transaction, a client is repeat. Okay? So you want to have a clientele, you want to treat them as if they're coming to you because you're now the expert. With that being said, though, we're based online. This gets me excited. You can sleep and get paid. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? You do that at work, you get fired. Here, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can actually, go to sleep and actually have customers from another time zone shopping from you. Who here has a customer outside of the state? Can you raise your hand for everyone in here? Wow. Let's narrow it down. Who here has one outside the country? Can you name out some of the countries, please? Canada. Vietnam. France. Brazil. Peru. Nigeria. Okay, great. You know what? I haven't been to any of those places, but we get paid off. Okay? So imagine your business going global. Imagine that. Imagine your business going global to countries that you might not even be able to point out on a map and you get paid for it. Like, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Because that's why we have partnerships. Name a billion-dollar company that has one person that runs the whole entire show. It doesn't happen. People say, why do we have partnerships? Because of this. As an individual, you can do a lot. I will never take it away from somebody, but as a team, you can do so much more. Can we agree with that? Right? I think Kevin said it best last night, right? As an individual, you can go fast, but as a team, we can go far. Right? So that's Kevin's quote. With that being said, though, we qualify with 200 BV. 200 points. Why do we do this? Because you have product and service on hand. We go to Allison's restaurant and say, I want some pizza. She says, come back in 3 days. I'm going to say, no. I like you, but not that much, right? It's like, I'm hungry. So we have some product on hand. We have product on hand, so now you can service your customers and clients, but more importantly, you can have stuff on hand to try, so you can actually talk with authenticity about the products that you have in your pocket. So now you have BV and IBV banks opened up, right? Ready to accrue the volume that not only yourself, but your team's creating as well. And that brings me to step number 4, which is to activate your business or to expand. And we expand with 2 good partners, A and B. You say, who are they, Brett? I said, I don't really know. That's why we have A and B. You probably know them better than us, right? That's the point, though. The point is, we all know 1 or 2 people who want more money, want more time, want more help, or a combination of all 3. Can we agree with that? Like 76% of Americans will change their job tomorrow because they hate it, statistically. So now we're looking for people who are looking for a change and have a little bit of a desire. You know what we do? I'm going to teach you the business in 2 seconds. Teach A and B these 6 things. And repeat over and over and over and over again. Well, Brett, that's not very sexy. I never said it was. But success is mastering the mundane. It's teaching people how to personal use. It's teaching people how to share in retail. It's teaching people how to develop a customer base. It's teaching people how to create stickiness. It's teaching people to get outside of just, Essington and then develop partnerships and then duplicate again and again and again. Next thing you know, your team starts to expand. Now it starts to expand with or without you. And at this point, now that's a management role. You manage things, you don't manage people. At this point, you say, what are your goals? If somebody wants to make $300 a month, great. Someone wants to make $3,000 a week, great. Someone wants to make $3,000 a day, great. We have people in the company that do all those things. Whichever one you want, that's awesome. Just tell us and we'll teach you how to do it. And then we get to leverage all of our efforts with BV and IBV, which I get excited about because this business is all about leverage. Because I'm not downing a job, I'm not downing anything out there, but if it's only you, you can only go so far. But when you have collaborative effort, which I'm going to show you, you can, oh my God, you can free yourself, which is cool. So with that being said, can I have a first-time guest? I just need your name just to use as an example. You can just shout it out. I'll go with Irvin because you said it first. How do you spell?
IRVAN.
IRVAN?
IN.
IN. Okay, cool. Can we give him a round of applause? You down to make some money tonight? Yeah, me too. So we're going to talk to him, show him how to make some money. Say he partners up with A, we say Andrea partners up with Allison, who partners up with Ashley. And Ashley does 200 points worth of the cosmetics. Have you tried the cosmetics before? It's okay. Okay, it's a good drink too. Cosmetics are actually really good. But why do you care though? We care because it's 100% shared as a team to infinity. Meaning these points travel up to every single person and now pay Irvin and his banks 200 points. For something he didn't even do, for a product he never even used, for a person you may or may not have ever met. That's pretty cool. Now you say you partner with myself, a partner's with Boki, you partner with, Brad. He's over in Wisconsin. And he does 120 points through his gym in Wisconsin. Have you ever been to Wisconsin? I've been there once, kind of cold. Right, so it's 120 points, it's 100%, it travels up 100%, and now it goes into your banks. Wow. Right? He's pretty happy because now he has 320 points within his banks. Why does he care though? He can't go to like PNC or wherever and say, cash me out. It doesn't work that way. But you can say, hey, we get accrued every single week, we get paid weekly. And weekly meaning every Friday, they do a search to infinity, and they add up all the points. If it's 10, 20, 30, 50, 1,000, it doesn't matter. If it adds up to 1,200 and 1,200, they're going to cut him a check for $300. Who here would be happy for $300 for a week? I would. If you don't want it, donate it to charity or give it to someone on the way out, right? I don't know. So the point is, $1,200, an extra $300 a week, that's pretty cool. But it's not, here's the thing though, I want to really, really stress this home. It's not a working income. Working income is going to work, you go in for an hour and you get paid an hour or get paid a salary. This is a income that is residual. So $300, you would need an investment equivalent of about $90,000 at 4% for just a month, let alone weekly. So it's really, really important you realize what you have in your hands. And $1,200 may not happen. Sometimes it's $1,200 and $1,100. You won't get paid, but it's okay because your volume stays there for a full year. 365 days. Meaning next week, next month, next quarter, Kevin decides to take a shower, 100 BB, right? It smells really good, right? 100 BB goes up 100%, 1,200, then Urban's going to get paid the $300 check. Right? It's pretty good. It's never a matter of if you're going to get paid. So if you're sitting here like, I don't know if this is going to work for me, that's the wrong question. The question is when and how much. Like, I'm telling you, it's when and how much, because if you understand 100% to infinity, it's like you're going to get in the way of success if you just stay consistent. It's really cool. Time's on your side in this regards. IBV works the same exact way, right? A few of us are going down to, an event in Miami, book our flights, 50 IBV. It travels up 100%. Then it goes into your banks, sits there pretty nice. But who here wants more than $300 for the week? Me too, okay? So $300, nice. The next threshold though is $2,400 and $2,400. It's not 12 and 12, go to 0, then back up. It's a constant accrual, so now he'll get paid another $300 for the week. $3,600 and $3,600, it's another $300. And that last threshold, which you probably have seen, which is $5,000 and $5,000, is a $600 check, totaling $1,500 for the week. Who here would like $1,500 for the week? Only half the room, like what's going on? $1,500 for the week's pretty nice. It's really nice. It's $78,000 for the year on a residual income. Every single Friday, you can do a lot of things with that. Pay off some bills, invest it, maybe take a vacation. I don't know. I was watching a documentary on Shaq. His first $1 million that he made, he gave it to his parents as a thank you. I don't know. Like, what would you do? Who would you give it back to? What can you do? Think beyond just ourselves. Like, you can make an impact with $1,500 a week if it's not, just enough for you. Here's the thing, though. IBV works the same exact way. So in addition to this, when people are going to Walmart and Target and buying pizza and traveling, you can make another $300 check. 24 and 24 is another $300. 36 and 36, another $300. 5,000, 5,000, 600. $1,500 in partner stores. That's totaling $3,000 for the week. You can do some pretty nice things with that. And I'm not talking about putting things on your wrist and your neck in terms of jewelry. I'm talking about taking care of loved ones. I'm talking about taking care of yourself, getting yourself out of debt. You're talking about an impact, change. And here's the thing, you have your time too. I'm not saying that you can't make $3,000 a week somewhere else. Of course you can. But you have to trade how many hours a week for it. This is in addition to. Just think about what that would do for you. $3,000 a week is great, but I looked at this and I said, $3,600 a week was the max. Where does that come from? I got excited not because of the money, but this next point made all the sense in the world to me because now I knew I can trust the people who were teaching me. Because here's the thing. In order for us to be successful, what ends up happening is the company says, you know what, you helped Andrea hit 5,000 and 5,000, then you teach me how to teach Boki hit 5,000 and 5,000. So other people are getting paid in his business. But because other people in his business are getting paid, by the nature of 100%, he's getting paid too. Does everyone follow? The company says, thank you for your efforts taking focus off yourself. We're going to give you a bonus check of $600 for the week, which is now going to give you $3,600 for the week as your commission payout. Which is great. Which is great. I didn't care about the 600. I'm being serious. I really didn't care about, I do, but I don't. I didn't care about the 600 because the concept is what stood out to me, meaning that my success directly impacts people's success in this team. So that also means on the inverse that my failures also impact other people on this team. What that meant to me was, why the hell would someone ever tell me something that would screw themselves over? You have to be pretty stupid. Excuse my language. But think about that. You have to be pretty naive to purposely screw somebody over that is going to screw yourself over. So to me, I was like, holy cow, people that are teaching me, I can trust. Because why would they shoot their own family's, livelihood, right? And why this has been 27 years coming out of August, where there's been no down quarters, been 700 plus millionaires in the company. There's been 2,000, 3,000 people who make six figures. There's been countless people who have made $1,500. I think it's like 50,000 people made over $1,500 a month. It's a crazy amount of success in our company. The reason why it's so successful is because it's capped. It's capped to make fair. This point was so incredible to me because I'm like, holy cow, what CEO caps his own income? What GM of a sports team says, you know what, this year I'm only going to take this much so then the players can get paid more. Or I'm going to lower the tickets so then the fans can come. Yeah, we all laugh at that. Our CEO capped his own income so then he can distribute wealth back to everybody else. So when we hit 5,000 and 5,000, your points flush away to zero. Why is that significant? When I first saw 5,000, I was like, holy cow, that's going to take a long time. I'm like, yeah, it takes a long time when it's just you. This room does way over 5,000 a week. This room does like 40,000 for the week. When you multiply ourselves plus customers, it adds up quite quickly. Okay? The average person between them and their customers does 500 a month. So you can do the math. You don't need many people and customers in order to do this. So when you hit 20,000 points in a week, if one person got paid off of that, that's great, but then there's no money left over for everybody else. So what they say is, hey, we're going to cap your income, and this extra 15,000 points, what we're going to do is not utilize it for you, but utilize it for everybody else on this team, so it's an equal payout to help other people contribute to their success as well. That's cool. You know why? Because the number one money earner in our company didn't start from day one. The first person who started this business does not make the most money in our company. That's really cool. Because that means it's actually more lucrative today, which is true. It's more lucrative today than in 1992 when it first started. The compensation plan when it first started, the cap was $2,100 a week. It was $109,000 a year. They actually raised it over $80,000 for people that start today. What? I don't know about you, but I didn't get an $80,000 raise at Pico. If I got paid $80,000 at Pico, I was like, yes. Right? So it's just like, you're talking about it's lucrative. People that are making money today faster than ever. We're opening in different countries. I think today we can ship to Brazil now or something. I don't know. The point is it's growing and growing and growing. They're in the works of China. It's 1 billion people. It's a pretty big deal. It's 1/7 of the world. Right? So, you can talk about the endless population of outcomes of success. It gets me excited because it's I don't know, people look at us and they're like, wow, you're successful. And I'm like, not really. I'm like, we're 27. Well, I'm 27. And I look at myself, I'm like, just getting started. At 27, we're here, but imagine what happens when we're 37, when we're 47, when we're 57. I don't know, but if it's this now, and we didn't know what we were doing, and now we do, watch out. So, what ends up happening though, if you want to open up another business, you absolutely can. You just can't do it in competition to yourself. Why would you do that? I don't know. So they say, hey, look, if you're going to open up your second business, why not put it in your existing organization? You would do that because the volume that you create here not only pays you, but it pays every single person contributing to your first success and goes back to your first business as well. So now you can double and triple your income. I don't know. Why is that exciting? Because here's day one. Let's put it this way. You developed clientele today. But in 3 years from now, you cap out your first store and you say, hey, I'm going to open up my second store. The customers and clientele that you develop today can be directly transferred to your second store, automatically doubling your pay for the hours that you put in 3 years ago. That is ridiculous. Try doubling your income from 2016. Doesn't work. You can't go back. But in here, the hours you put in today can be worth double and triple and quadruple in the future. When you do this, you're making anywhere from $18,000 to $25,000 every single 4 weeks. You're living quite well. Olivia Lee was able to do that, right? I think she just got married, last week or something like that. But she's in her 30s. She makes over $250,000 a year. It's not about the money to me. What's exciting for me is when I met her in person, she helped 9 people graduate Penn State without ever having to fill out a resume. I think that speaks more to what she's able to do. If you want to triple your income, you absolutely can, like Big Al did, open a 3rd business. You can open up 999 what they're called as business development centers, right? You could, go after it, have fun. No one even comes close to that. But the point is, if you want to know a fun fact, the reason why I stopped it here is because the code at the time when I developed the computers didn't go to 4. But if you get there, you can open 4. So the point is, this is pretty much the business. You can double and triple your income. But we can help each other in 2 other ways, which is really, really exciting. How do we do that? Well, I'll tell you from experience. When I first started the business, I said, you know what, dude, we're going to make a lot of money. I was 19. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, dude, we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to help a lot of people. Come on, let's do this. Yeah, everyone followed us, right? Like, you think everyone started the business with us? Absolutely not. So people said, we're crazy. You go make it happen and come back. So we did. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years later, they start seeing people like Kevin and Drayton and Mauricio and Rich and Kate start walking away from jobs or having part-time jobs because they're matching income. Do you think people came back? Yeah. All the time. Ask Mark how many times people reach out to him asking about what he does. It's almost daily. Every day. Every day. No joke. He'll get text messages saying, hey, can I start the business with you? We don't even know who you are. Right? So, I'm not joking. Right? So, the point is they can't go here where they could have been. They have to go in the next available spot at the bottom. People say, well, that stinks. Well, not really, because what happens is all the people, all the trials and tribulations. Remember what I told you about our success is invested into other people? When someone starts their business, all these people are invested into this person. Do you think we're going to let this person fail? No. Absolutely not. So this person's success rate should, in theory, go up. It's always dependent on that person, but they have more resources. Now, if Andrea has a partner next available spot, if Allison has a partner next available spot, Ashley has a partner next available spot, 1, 2, 3, people have 3 partners, they don't know the difference between BB and TV, but they're getting paid. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. People today have 2, 3, 4, 5 partners in their first week. It took us like 5 months to have 1 partner. No joke. No joke. Like, this is a real thing. It's the waterfall effect. It's faster and faster and faster. And we're not in Philly anymore. This team is in 3 different states, 4 different states or around the country. It's growing. It's like, just think about the possibilities. Like, it's not just in your neighborhood anymore. And with that being said, if you have a sale for 200 points, yes, you can keep it, and it goes up 100%. But instead of just keeping it, what you're allowed to do is take it and place it into the last person that you partner with. Why would you do that? The person who makes a sale keeps the retail profit, but you can throw the points to the last person, helping every single person in between get paid. Andrea could be at 4,800 and 5,000, right? She's sitting at work doing something. 200 points hits 5,000, 5,000. She gets paid, and it goes right back to you like it never even left. I don't know. When I place an order, I legit look and say, who can I help get paid today? Because it's like, I'm going to look into the back office that Bree was talking about and say, hey, if this person's at 1,000 and 1,200, 200 points can get that person a $300 check. It can help this person get a $600 check. It can help this person make a $1,500 check. Maybe it helps this person get a bonus check for the week. So your 200 points that you got to use for showering, for cleaning, for protein, for post-workout is literally paying the team $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. My favorite day in the week is Thursday, when everyone gets their email to see how much they got paid that week. Woo! You know what I mean? It's called Think Thursday. 11 a.m. It's really cool. You know what I mean? So now you're helping as a team. It's strategical. Not only that, though, but you don't have to get paid in the industry in which you work. You know how often I put on cosmetics? Every other Saturday. Never. I put it on maybe once, right? It's a good product. It's really a custom blend, you know, when you speak and there's lights, right? So, it's really good. A whole other story to that too. But the point is, it's a good product. But the 99.9% of the other times that goes on in the organization, I'm not using it but getting paid off of it. When I'm in the gym and helping somebody that's 50 years old recover from a workout, people in here are getting paid for that effort that's going on at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, think about that. When you work at a job, you get paid for the work you do, but you don't get paid in the department across from you. But here you get paid in 13 different industries, in all the states, and in pretty much every country and time zone. For the value of $400? Come on. Don't play me like that, right? So, and yes, you have to do something though. There are some requirements. The requirements are simple though. It's 50 points, it's 10 IBB points, and a back office UFMS. 50 points is roughly $75. IBB is roughly 15 bucks. UFMS, I think it's like 21 and something. Let's just say 21. But the point is it comes out to like $110, $111 for the month to run your business. To run a business that's going to pay you six figures, $111 for the month. Oh, by the way, it doesn't cost you anything because you remember this personal use concept? You just take the money that you're already spending through yourself. It's going to cover it. The average person does 10 times as I already told you, 500 BB is the average. So when you're using your own product, $90 of it is in products and services anyway. So it really comes out to $20, $21 for the month. Fixed overhead. Allison's fixed overhead is slightly more than that. It's like 24 for the month. No, it's not. Add like 4 zeros. Right? So, I'm sorry for the pain. But the point is but here's the thing. It's like all that money up ahead. It's like you don't have to qualify for a loan. You don't have to go for all the schooling. You don't have to work on all the headaches, the employee costs, the things that could happen physically to a store. You have the same exact earning potential without the headaches for $20 a month. And God forbid you sell a product, right? You'll cut the $20 that you're going to get in the retail profit covers you, so now it's free. Yeah. You kidding me? It's free. Oh, and by the way, even when it is free, you can write it off in your taxes and get the money back. So it's pretty good. I'm going to summarize. If you don't understand taxes, I'm going to summarize it in one sentence. Tax codes are set up for business owners, not employees. My story is, what's today's day? The 20th or something? 19th. Okay, cool. So 2 weeks ago tomorrow was my 2-year anniversary of never having to have a work job, right? So looking back, I tell you that because it was kind of like when I first started the business, did I know that it was going to be six figures? Did I know that it was going to be a room full of 200 people? No, absolutely not. When I first started, I just wanted to make $300 a month so I can go out with my friends at 20 years old and not feel weird if my card declined. Just being very truthful. I don't know if anybody else feels like that. Now you don't have to raise your hand, but that's the situation that I was in, where it's like I was scared to swipe my card because I didn't know if I had money. That's why I started. When I hit 22, I realized that my life is going to be 70 hours a week for the rest of my life because my father was my role model. You don't have to be smart to run this business. And my mother did a lot for me and my sisters because my sister has disabilities, for those of you who don't know, so she had to come out of work to take care of my sister. So for me, I wanted to make sure that I made my parents proud. That's when it turned real for me. And I realized that, wow, I can become a success like my parents, but I can also have the time freedom that goes along with it that they never had. But then I also realized that it was bigger than that, because it's not me. That when I succeed, other people have to succeed by default. And that's when it went from my head into my heart, and that's when I started to really care about the people, not me. Truthfully, I don't care about my income. It pains me when I don't see other people succeeding, because I know what this can do for them. I know this can give you freedom. I know there's people in here in debt. I know there's people in here that are worried about a bank loan. I know that there are people worried about what? Rent. Maybe your tax is not as much as you want in return, or maybe you're paying out more than you expected. Maybe you got a flat tire, a water heater broke, or something's happening. That kills me because I know that if you put in a little bit of sweat equity, this business can take care of that for you. But the problem is most people don't take advantage of it, not because of the business logistics, but because most people don't believe in themselves that they can do it for themselves. That's why these events are so important, because I could teach you everything they're going to teach you here in terms of logic. But I can't teach you experience, and I can't teach you belief. That you have to, you got to believe it. You got to see it. And you got to feel it, most importantly. You can go to the Super Bowl, you can watch it on TV. Much different when you're in the arena. It's not the difference of the game. You have to be there. That's why you have to invest into the events. I didn't get it. I fought Drayton. I'm so thankful for him for the first 2 years because I tried to tell him I didn't need it. I needed it. because the business didn't work until I saw it in person. I challenge you guys, see it in person, see it for yourself, but don't think about yourself. Think about the people in your life that this can impact when you succeed. Think about the people that are looking up to you, that are saying, I wish I can be like them. And I'll end it with this. Don't ever forget, as bad as your day might have been, your worst day is someone else's best day in this world. Don't ever take it for granted, because someone will switch places with you in a heartbeat. But it's your job to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. So invest into yourself, invest into the team, start your business, and let's get this shit done.
Okay, guys. Just another round of applause for our speakers, Brett, Brianna, Josh. Great job, guys. So look, at the end of the day, we can just, wipe away what's on this board here, but you really want to see what's the social proof, right? Who's making money in this room? So if you made any kind of retail profit or commissions, please raise your hand. Right? Not a lot of clapping, because everybody's hands raised. If you have earned your first $300 check and have reached the level of coordinator, please stand. Just received his first $300 check, right? Mike, your hard work and determination has paid off, and once those residual checks start coming in, they just keep coming. You can't stop them. So, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Okay, if you are what we call executive coordinator and above, please come to the front of the room. Whose vitamins are these? I'm gonna drink them. I need it. I only know one thing now. Wow, okay, so a lot of people making a lot of money, right? Gets a little crowded up here. Pretty soon we're going to need a bigger room. That's right. So starting over here on the left side of the room, we have executive coordinators. These individuals have earned anywhere from $1,500 on a monthly basis, and many of them have done this over and over and over again. So just for time purposes, I'm just going to have them share their background and their name. So starting from here.
Chris, I'm working law.
Jen, underwriting.
Paula, service industry, congrats, Mike. Chad, restaurant industry, congrats, Mike.
Lexi, architect, congrats.
Bruno, operations, congratulations, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Sal, work in IT, congratulations.
Today I work in the factory, congrats, Mike.
Chris, I work in IT, big congrats, Mike. Thomas, medical research, congrats.
Cindy, background in business management, congrats, Mike.
Amy, registered nurse, congrats, Mike. Jackie, student, congrats.
John, Army veteran, way to go, man.
Oh, as first student, congratulations.
Rashid, resort management, congratulations, Mike.
Natalie, banking, congrats, Mike.
Sean, office manager, congrats.
Vicente, congrats.
Steve, engineering, congrats.
Sam, student, congrats, Mike.
Mary, program assistant, congrats, Mike.
William, service industry, congratulations, brother.
Wallace, IT consultant. Mike, one of the most loyal, dedicated guys I've met, so congrats, bro.
Sierra, I work in criminal court, well deserved.
Yeah. Usman Sales, congrats.
Ambassador, counselor, congrats, Mike.
Kira, finance, congrats, Mike.
extra nurses, you know, this business is for everyone. Our next income level is master coordinator. These individuals have earned $2,100 to $3,000 on a 4-week pay cycle. So please share a quick tip. None today? Oh, we don't have any in the room today. That's all right, they're residual. They're on the beach. Our next income level is senior master coordinator, earning $3,000 to $4,500 on a 4-week pay cycle. We don't have any of those either? So much residual.
Thanks, Allison, for their how's everyone doing?
Great.
Awesome. First of all, I want to give a huge congrats to Mike. For anyone that knows him, he's definitely the most dedicated, hardworking, most humble guy ever. Every time when you speak to him, he speaks from the heart. And you know, if you can make $300 check, you know, on this business, you can definitely make $3,600 every single week coming in. So this is just the first milestone. So huge congrats again. Background in finance. You know, the reason why I started a business is basically I just kind of see the path that my parents went down. My parents own a traditional business, so they work about 70 to 80 hours every single week. You know, as when I was growing up, they told me like make sure you go to school, get good grades, and make sure you find a safe, secure job. And for myself, like you know, I literally did that. I went to college, graduated, and started working right afterwards. But when I started working, I found myself that like, you know, like just kind of like just sitting desk all day and having 3 managers barking orders at you every single day. It's not the most fun thing in the world. And that's why I'm like really grateful to one of my good friends, William, who introduced me to this business, because without him, I wouldn't have this vehicle to able to, you know, help out my parents and also like, you know, have with my future family as well. So let's give up to Will.
Yeah, William.
And the reason why Mike, you know, where he is today in a short amount of time to hit this level is because he kept plugging in every single training. And same thing, you know, we have coming up this weekend, Big Al and Debbie Yench. You know, basically they're going to teach you kind of more so kind of like, you know, seeing it is believing it, right? If you can see that, like, you know, if they can do it, why not you? But where the big prize is at is the Ocean City. You know, a couple years ago when I went to Ocean City, I really saw it for myself where like, you know, this business is simple, right? But it's just not easy. The only reason is because you work with people, right? But you're surrounded by people who are able to help you and lift you up every single way and be there, you know, hand in hand. And you know, there's no doubt that like, you know, our team, we're growing, you know, the fastest growing team in the company and also the strongest too. So, you know, come with us to, you know, this weekend and also grab your ticket to Ocean City. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Linda. I was introduced in the business. First, congratulations, Mike. You make it. I remember when I first 300 shot, now I remember, I've been doing that, I copy a lot. And each one I put many circles after that. You understand?
Yes.
You can make many $300. For me, I don't think that's regular money. That's like special money. We never make it before. For me, why I do this business because it's the product. The product makes my family a lot of health damage. The big check for me is not about money for my family health get back. My mom, my husband, my mother, a lot in my family. Second thing, I see this product I can use it. I think a lot of people need it. So my background, I don't have anything degree in this country. I came here for my American dream, but I work very hard, 7 days a week, 14 hours every day. I have 3 kids. I forget about my kids when they call me mom. When they start to walking, I will not forget my kids when they're birthday. So that's why even you make money, you forget. You can buy back that kind you're missing. For our business, $500. Everybody has phone. A lot of people here have iPhone. I need about $500 and up. everybody pay your phone bill at least $100 a month. I think wife and husband, girlfriend, whatever, kids, at least $100 a month. Our business is a spend about less $150, which you don't make no money. But that's one we run in the business. I'm doing the traditional business. I know a lot of tech. Like this month we have a lot of stress, tech, right? A lot of tech. Everybody do business now. Poverty tech, income tech, a lot of tech. Really had it. So my goal this year soon as sales school.
Let's go.
We have a business for you. We don't work for you, but we work with you. So coming up, go to the Saturday. This is Saturday, also Ocean City. I don't have nothing to say. Would you have a kid when you work so hard, you feel all right now? Just to do it.
Thanks, Allison. Hi guys, my name's Andrea. I'm a graphic designer out in New Jersey right now. Huge congrats to Mike. I'm so pumped. He's literally definition of gratitude, and like just everything, or every time you speak to him, he's just gracious to be here for every opportunity that he receives, and he comes from a very successful background. So he has, you know, he could have just came in with an ego, but he didn't at all. And it's just so special to work with somebody like him, his caliber. So thank you so much for everything that you do and bring. So for me, honestly, like I chose a profession that I love, but it doesn't ever pay that much. A story kind of a couple years back that really illustrates the like how or why this business is important to me is that I was at a party with one of my really good friends from college. She's a CPA, and a lot of people of that status were at this party, and they were deciding where to go out. I was just trying to mingle, didn't really relate to a lot of people in the finance world. Shocker, graphic designer. And one of the guys, I remember looking at me and he's like, oh, we want to go to this place. And I said, okay. He's like, well, drinks are $20, so I don't know if you should go. And it just like stung. I was like, okay. But I know that lack of money shouldn't define you, but lack of money sometimes makes you question your identity. So that's why I'm so grateful for this business. I'm sorry. Not for the finances, but these events really give you the confidence to become and empower you and really feel like you have a purpose back in your life. So I really encourage anybody. And the one like keynote about my whole story is that my parents are very successful, and I just didn't want to be the girl that wrote off her parents' wealth. So this gives you an opportunity to create your own wealth, create your own identity, create your own purpose, but at the same time be part of a huge team and a huge network that will always support you and work together to create a massive movement in this area. So honestly, do yourself a favor, come to these events. Thank you.
What's up, guys? My name is Mark. I just want to give a huge shout out to Mike. Let's give him a round of applause. I love seeing it. Mike's enthusiasm has been sky high since day one. Honestly, it inspires me every time we're in the field together. I mean, this guy's a pioneer in the New Jersey area. He was there when we were in Brett's house trying to get this thing off the ground. People told us it wouldn't work. It was crazy, right? Mike stuck through all of that, right? Been able to launch that market into a hotel, right? And that will soon be the size, if not, you know, of what we have here, if not bigger, thanks to his leadership. So thank you, Mike. For myself, I work in finance. I hate it. I didn't want to work till I died. I was in student loan debt. Thank you, Brett, for sharing me this business. The best thing he ever did was told me to come out to these events. I didn't want to go. He said, dude, trust me. If you guys don't want to go, I'm just saying the same thing. Trust me, it'll be worth it. It can change your life, not overnight, but change the direction of where you're going to be long term. So come out, guys. It's $100. Worst case scenario, it's a tax write-off at the end of the year. Thank you.
Our next income level is professional coordinator. These guys have earned in excess of $4,500 on a 4-week pay cycle, so really being able to walk away from, full-time jobs. You guys could share a quick tip, and Rich, if you could share a little bit more, please.
How's everybody doing?
Great!
Excellent. I'm excited to hear what Richie has to say, right? Huge congrats, Mike, right? This guy is the guy that will give you a handshake and really firm and professional, so he has a lot to teach us, right? And, one thing is, not just that, right? But I think, we hear all the time, from our great mentor, Jim Rohn, right? He says, if you are making X amount of money, can you become 10 times more valuable? Is it possible that you can become 10 times more valuable? Right? He's just at the first step, right, of this. He's going to become at $3,000 every week, right? So, and probably get more. I don't know what exactly his mindset set and his goal is. So, we'll give him a huge round of applause, guys. And that's exactly what the training does, right? The training helps you to become 10 times more valuable, or whatever number you want more valuable. And if you are becoming a more valuable person, then the marketplace will pay you back, the way you deserve to be paid. For me personally, I went to school to be a teacher, later became a mariachi guy, right? Thanks to this business, but thanks also to this business. If it wasn't for Vicente Serrano, give me a call. So huge round of applause for Vicente Serrano. Huge round of applause for Vicente Serrano. What kind of applause? You guys don't understand what this business has done for my family, for me personally, for my parents in Mexico. They're enjoying their houses there right now, and it's thanks to his one phone call that he made, because he didn't understand exactly what 100% was in English, right? And so come and help me understand this. And I'm telling you guys, ever since then, life has just been huge, not only for myself, but everyone in this team. So, again, thank you, Chente, thank you, Philadelphia, and thanks, Allison, for it.
I don't know how I can follow that up. How's everyone doing?
Great!
All right, awesome. My background is, I'm I guess veterinary background, so, Mauricio and I always talk about working, galloping the horses down in Mexico one day, and the cows. I'm honestly, when you talk about business, you would probably expect me, I started this when I was 22, probably the last person you would go into business with, not only because I knew nothing about business, but also because I was going into an Ivy League medical program. And if you know anything about that you're spending, 80, 90, 100 hours a week sleeping overnights, in the hospital. You talk about, do you have time to run this business? I definitely say, if you're sitting here tonight and you're questioning whether or not you should run this, you should really ask yourself a couple questions. One, do I need more health, time, or money in my life? The answer is yes, start this business, right? Second, do I have a $187,000 asset paying me residually? If not, you should start this business. Or the third thing is, are there people in my life that need more time, money, health, wealth, right? That I don't even know about. Who do I want to impact? If you want to impact others, you should start this business. And I say that because sometimes you come into, I remember coming into this, seeing this and said, I don't know really what's going on. I really just trusted Drayton, and I'm really grateful that he introduced this business to me, because he believed in me a lot, even though I didn't even believe myself. But getting a ticket helped me believe in myself. If you think you want more for yourself, at least come. Understand that we believe in you. We can grow you. If you want any of those things, start this business, because honestly, we're going places, and we're really excited to have you come with us.
How's everybody feeling tonight?
Great!
And, honestly,
positivity tonight goes out to Mike, man. It's amazing. This company's been around for 27 plus years. Every month there's new $1 Million Club members, which means that every month they announce someone that earned over $1 million in commissions. And it's crazy to think, like a lot of us here tonight started 20 plus years after the company's been around. Like every week, every month, our team's cranking out new $300, new $1,500 a month earners. So honestly, Mike, though, it's definitely not easy being from New Jersey here tonight. What, hour and a half, 2 hour drive? You know, any business you do, there's highs, there's lows, you know, there's doubts and there's fears, right? But Mike has just been so consistent, so coachable, and even being in the field with Allison today, you know, a lot of times we think, you know, guys, like people that are successful don't need this business. This is the best business for anybody to put in place. So honestly, huge round of applause for Mike. It's just the start. I'm sitting next to Brett here. I remember that first $300 coming in, the champagne lined up. And Brett comes back and says, "It's just 300, man." Right? And you're like, "You're right. You know, there's more. There's more." The most exciting thing about the first 300, it's so true. Someone said tonight, if you make 300, you're just going to accumulate to 3,000 to 30,000, all the way up to 300. That's whatever you want to take it to, right? Yeah. So when I started this business at 19 years old, I was a college student originally from New Jersey, and thinking, man, I'm going to be the exact same guy as my dad as an accountant. Same drive, same commute, same TV shows, you know, falling asleep to 2.5 Men, and How I Met Your Mother, King of Queens, right? No one's laughing tonight, so no one's watching. That's good. If you're not laughing, you're not watching sitcoms. You're focused on, you know, this, right? This is good. So, you know, I'm thinking, man, that's going to be me. You know, same drive, same commutes, water cooler talk, you know, angry that the Jets lost, driving to work Monday morning. That's going to be my life. So I'm very, very fortunate to have put this business in place. And I was the guy that said, where do I get a ticket, right? And if you're a guest here tonight, you know, opportunity always knocks at the door. You just got to be home to answer. You know, and you don't know when opportunity is going to knock again, right? And don't say that nobody knocked on your door if you're a guest, because you're here tonight, right? Come back in a couple months, come back in a year, see the upgrades, right? See, you know, the transitions, right? Maybe kick the wall down, right? But if you have to get begged to get a ticket, to be hungry for success, you really don't deserve success. And this business isn't for you. But if you're that type of person, you know there's more. You know there's more out there. You know, Brett said it so well tonight. You know that, you know, you're sick and tired of seeing people struggle. Man, you'll grab that ticket and you'll be there Saturday and you'll be working with us into Ocean City. Because guys, this is the best stretch to build this business. So you're a partner, if you're a guest, really, 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 really buckle down and go after this. Because, you know, there's not many more opportunities out there that you can really, really hit it hard. So I'll see everybody at the event. I'm freaking fired up for Saturday. So I'll see everybody at the event.
But now, how's everybody doing? Great! All right, so my name is Rich. I have a background in medicine. Started the business 5 years ago with the goal to make one of those little $300 checks. And then you see that when you can get one guy, what's the magic secret? You can get 2 of them, right? Wow. And it's going to add up. So shout out to Mike. No, seriously, guys, it sounds kind of funny, but shout out to Mike because it's the Santa Claus check. It's real, right? You're going to be checking that bank account this morning, right? Yeah, he's there, right? But seriously, when you see that you can make the checks, right? You just keep doing more and more of it. That $300 check is the smallest building block of what it takes to build this business. You simply build it up from there. Huge shout out, man. I saw it when they started building that Jersey area. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 people out there, and Mike was a part of it, and it blew up pretty fast, right? So one for New Jersey. That trip out isn't easy. If you make one wrong turn in Jersey, man, you're stuck like 50 miles. It is not an easy trip, but it's easier every single week, rain or shine, to build this business. Another round of applause for Mike. Guys, is that, you know, when you start to run this business, you'll realize that your relationship with time and money starts to change, and you realize that what is your time really worth, right? Like, don't look at the things you buy in terms of how much it costs. Look at it in terms of how much time it took for you to earn that money, right? And then who here is going to start to think twice before what they buy, right? But the cool thing with this business is that when you take time out of the equation, you're going to realize that your time is literally priceless, and that's what this business provided me. You know, these guys are 100% right. You know, when you see that you can make this work, you're going to build the belief at these events. You're going to really be wondering where this was all along. And this business for me, you know, it's changed my life, you know, 100%. So I got to give Kevin, my brother, a shout out. Again, he showed me this. I was sitting in one of your seats thinking, man, I don't know if I have time. I don't know if I have money. But the one thing I'll tell you is when you go into entrepreneurship, and this business is no different than any other entrepreneurial venture in terms of your mindset, is that you need to know only what you want and the how to get there. You're going to figure that out. Because what you want, guys, that's going to be your standards, right? I mean, who here feels like they're underworked and overpaid? Right? No, I caught you guys. I'm just kidding with you guys. No, seriously, none of us, right? And look, I'll tell you this, like, we're overworked and underpaid, and that's the bottom line, is that if you feel like you're just not paid what you're worth here, you're in the right place, right? So I'm not down on jobs, I'm just down on me having a job, right? So, for anyone else out there who wants to work, man, the economy's got to keep rolling, right? But if you're in this place here, I think everyone up here has agreed that we don't want to subscribe to that 45-year plan. So what that means is being controlled. It means, being manipulated by an employer, a boss, someone taking advantage of you, and that's just not what we're about as a team. We're here to empower and help anyone to get where they want to be. These tickets are going to be the key to unlocking that. I mean, in Big Al this weekend, he makes $30K a month. Who knows someone who makes $30K a month and he doesn't have to leave his house if he didn't want to, right? Pretty crazy. So I went in the back there. She knows Big Al already, though, right? And then we're going to Ocean City, and this guy's making, we have $200 million earners in Ocean City. So a lot of these guys that Sean's talking about, who are cranking out $1 million earners on our company, they're all going to be there. You'll see them out at the event. You can literally pull one aside. They have these little cool tags that say $1 Million Club Earner. Pick their brain, ask them questions. You're just going to be around people who are going to elevate your thinking, guys. So grab a ticket. It's only, a combined $100, right? I mean, that's an absolute joke. I dropped like $3 grand on MCAT classes for a program I didn't actually pursue. Right? Still, yeah, I know, right? We can clap for myself if you want. But get a ticket, guys. We'll see you there, and we'll see you at the top.
Called a supervising coordinator. These two individuals have earned in excess of $7,500 on a 4-week pay cycle. Really great leaders on this team, and just have really helped me a lot in my own business. So please, Brett, share, Kevin, share, whatever you guys want.
Thank you, Allison. You guys heard me all night, but I just want to give a round of applause again to Mike. And give him a round of applause real quick. Share a quick story. He came out to my house. I remember a little skeptical in the beginning. The next day, we went to his house, and we're kind of, showing him like some, follow-up material, whatever. And then we were sitting there. We both kind of looked at each other, and it was kind of like, all right. So we got to the point where it was like, are you going to do this or not? And then he was just like, well, how about I start, and then you show me what to do, and he says, does that sound fair enough? We're going to have a good relationship. And then I found out he's like an avid book reader, he's just like, huge into personal development. For those who didn't get it, I'll tell you afterwards. But the thing that people don't know about Mike is that he works a job that takes up a lot of time. He's basically a sales representative in Mitsubishi. Over the tri-state area. So he was in Brooklyn today. I mean, he goes into New York, he'll go across to California, Los Angeles, he'll go down south. So he's been building this business while been flying around the country. There's been months where you're gone for 2-3 weeks and he still gets it done. So I have a lot of respect for you because a lot of people in your shoes would make it an excuse, but you made it a reason to get it done. So thank you for your loyalty, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your friendship.
Thanks, Allison. How's everyone doing? Great. I want all the partners and the guests. Hello, everyone watching from home. Show appreciation. But especially appreciation to Mike for really proving and stay with me. For really believing in his own potential and just making it happen. I mean, I wish we worked together more, but just hearing what Brett just shared about just the sacrifice that he's willing to make and, against all odds and having a demanding work schedule. The guy's just a winner, right? I remember just the first time I met him, this guy's just high energy and just optimism. He's a winner because winners see rainbows, but losers see rain. And, this guy, he can take any situation and just turn it into the positives and look at the good. And that's why it's no surprise that he's succeeding and is well on his way to making 6 figures in this business. And I do recall, I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that him coming to Ocean City last year was probably when he made some big decisions to make this happen. Because he actually got into with a group of us and made a speech where, I don't recall everything he said, but I remember he said, let's bleep and dominate this world, right? Here he is a year later making it happen, guys, so Mike, hats off to you. It won't be long before it's 1,500 a month and turn it into 3,600 a week, brother, so I'm really proud of you. For my story, I'll keep it short, is that I started this business 6.5 years ago, studied hard in school, got an engineering degree, did the whole 45-year plan route, got my job guaranteed in corporate before I even graduated school, and then lo and behold, when I start that job, it didn't take me long to become sick and tired of just being sick and tired. Sitting in a cubicle for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, looking at a computer screen, and I was like, man, I can't imagine, right, Josh, people do this for 45, 50 years of their life. I mean, literally, I used to drive in, and they have these little, big banners, right, Steve? Congratulations for 50 years of service. I thought, oh my God, it cannot be me. And I was desperate for something else. I just had no clue what else I could do. So that's why I'm so grateful to Caitlin Gormley. I thank her every single day for changing my life with this business. So, round of applause for her, please. I would have nightmares. Thank you, Kevin Dwellin, for 50 years of service. But at any rate, thank God I put this in place and just went at it part-time, and I followed a proven system. And after 4.5 years, I was able to fully retire myself from the 45-year plan, and it's been almost 2 years since I've worked for anyone. And honestly, I wish I could take credit, but it's really, any success I've had is because I've had incredible mentors and just amazing people around me that, I wouldn't be where I'm if not for this incredible team. So if you're sitting in this seat, if you're sitting here as a guest tonight and you're really asking yourself, is this real and can I do it? The success is here. Really, you just have to see it for yourself, and you have to believe in your own potential. And just understand that if you really believe that working for someone else for your entire life is going to get you what you want, you're wrong. You have to really know that the paradigm has changed. The people that believe that a paycheck is going to make you successful, that's like believing that the sky is green outside, And it's the only way you're really going to be able to see it and make that decision for yourself is coming to Big Al this weekend for only $25. You'd be great. Where else are you going to learn from a multi-millionaire for $25? Most people that are at that level of success, they charge you probably $500 just for a phone call. And you have him for 5.5, 6, 7 hours on a Saturday where you can really pick his brain and ask him question after question after question. And then if that's not enough, come to Ocean City, see what this region is doing and where we're going as a company and as a region. And when you come to those, I promise you that you're going to be begging to start this business because really where we're going as a team, Mike's just one example, but it won't be long before we're, week after week, 10, 20, 30 more people making $300, $1,500 a month, and we're going to really change a lot of lives in this country, and we're going to change lives globally. The question is, are you going to be a part of that? If you are, you're going to come at these events. You're going to come to these events, and then you're going to start your business, and we're going to succeed together. All right, thank you.
Present in this room is called National Supervising Coordinator. This individual earns in excess of $10,000 on a 4-week pay cycle, and his income is really just a reflection of how many people he's helped, not only in this room, but in the tri-state area. Triton Hodo, please share.
Thanks, Allison. These are definitely my favorite. If you care, you can watch my story on YouTube, but I really want to hear it from the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's put our hands together, make some noise for Mike.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you, everyone. I promise, just your average guy here, nothing special. Wow, that's cool. Thank you guys all for giving me the opportunity to share. It means a lot. It's been some work that's been put out. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike. Went to school for chemistry way back in the day. Currently living in New Jersey. Started this business for two real reasons: more time and more money. I wasn't happy with all the student loan debts that I had to pay, and I saw like projecting, or I was kind of at a spot in my life where like I was looking, okay, what's the next 10 years look like? You know, what's going to happen then? I knew that time was going to pass anyway, and you know, I look at my family; they're all very successful, but still, you know, my dad is continually, he works full time. He's 65. He's 65. You know, about ready to retire. Only thing is, he can't because there's, you know, they don't have that financial. You know, my parents don't have that financial backbone that I think they had hoped they would have had maybe 30 or 40 years ago. So, man, that was that kind of scared me, you know. And I was at a part of my life where, like, you know, I was feeling pressured, and I was changing jobs because funny thing about jobs, I love working, you know, hard worker. I appreciate doing work. I think it's important for us to do work. However, I don't really like working for a boss. I think that's one thing that I noticed that was kind of, you see over and over, any job you work, you still have a boss. So I like the entrepreneur kind of boss lifestyle. I could definitely see myself being my own boss in a couple, you know, hopefully a couple, maybe years. So we'll see. But there was a point in time where I was like, man, I really want to like do something for myself, or, you know, make that decision to like do something for myself, be a decision maker. And at the time I was living with a couple of drinking buddies of mine, and my roommate introduced me to this guy, Brett, and we're sitting at our kitchen table, and he's like drawing out the plan and shows, I see 100% to infinity, and I'm like, wow, all right, that's cool. I didn't understand anything else about the business. I didn't really even understand what kind of, you know, what the work actually entailed, but I understood that 100% of 100% concept, and I knew that even as I learn and grow and continue to, you know, at least do the bare minimum of like learning how to build this business, maybe, just maybe, you know, something will click and I'll be able to do it by myself. So that's actually exactly what happened. And I have to give credit to this team. Oh my God, this team has been such a like monumental positive shift in my life. You know, went from going out to the bars Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how work went, to having, I don't know. To having a family of, you know, entrepreneurs that are like-minded, that want more out of life, that aren't afraid to like get out and get after it like I felt I was, you know. So this team, any guests that are evaluating, like, I promise you, if you just come out to one of these events, if you don't have a ticket yet to local, get to, because you're gonna want to bring a friend. If anyone in the room doesn't have any tickets, please get them, because something's gonna click, something's gonna fall into place, and you're gonna see it for yourself. You're gonna be able to see yourself doing it. So Ocean City was my first major event. I went right to Ocean City because knowledge is the most valuable commodity. We've heard that in that YouTube video, right? Knowledge is so important as, you know, we continue to grow. So that's really where the value is. So shout out to everyone who has like let me be on a meeting as I'm growing and like doing terrible in meetings. You know, give me the opportunity to grow, because, you know, without that, there's like people that could easily do better in an actual like customer setting than I do. But, you know, part of our team is like, you have to learn how to do it yourself, and the best way to do that is to get the reps in yourself. So I got that. So everyone who like maybe sacrificed a 2-on-1, you know, for me to grow, I appreciate you. I'm sure there have been many. Yeah, thank you to Sean and Donnie for showing me that we can
go out and make friends with complete strangers, and it's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with making friends with people you don't know. Thank you to Brett for all your leadership and all your support through this process, and Drayton, thank you for telling me to download the unfranchised app. Day one, Corey, you're like, dude, download this app. I don't know how many times I've fallen asleep with JR's voice, whispering into my ear, but yeah, don't get weird. Andrea, Mark, you guys are awesome. Andrea was like one of the first people very early on. She was kind of like coaching me through just like making calls. It's like, it wasn't easy for me to just like pick up the phone and like share this with people that I knew. I had to like break a lot of bad habits and kind of figure things out in my mind that, there was a lot of learning that was done, and Andrea really helped me out tremendously, because part of the most important thing that we can do is pick up the phone and try to set an appointment. That's the number one skill in this business that you need to master. So learning from one of the best. Thank you, Andrea. Mark, always. And all the support. I mean, these guys here, all of these people have like built a foundation for this team that is really, I've never seen anything like it ever, anywhere, ever. And they put a lot of work into it, and you have to realize that what they've gone through is like, just to put this into place, thank you all for that time and effort, because what it means for us is we can, just help take it to the next level, and then that's exactly what we intend to do. So if you don't have your tickets, I definitely get your tickets, and I'll see you at Big Al, and I'll see you at Ocean City. So,
Okay, guys, that's it. You heard it from everybody. Get your tickets. Join us on the train to success.